What's up, digital marketers? It's Steve here again from Globetol, and welcome back to another one of our videos on the 7 sins of content marketing. Really loving putting this series of videos together. We've done a whole bunch of them already, so you can go check them out. But in this video, this sin that we're going to talk about today is probably sin number one that we all make, as whether we're digital marketers or whether we're running our own businesses. We tend to make this business. Tend to make this fall into this trap and make this sin, commit this sin. And as digital marketers, it's a really, really tough one to get right for the agency, for the businesses that we're working with. So the sin that I'm referring to is the sin of not remaining consistent with our marketing. So we've all been there. We know, I'm not going to say anything here that you haven't heard before, but we've all been there where we take on a new client, get them into the fold, we learn about their agency, and we start creating content for them month one, month two, month three, and slowly we start to peter off the amount of time that we dedicate to that content marketing that we're doing for them. And maybe once a week blogs turn into once every 2 weeks, then once every month, and then once every 2 months, and then all of a sudden we're not doing any blog posting for them at all. We start off banging out a whole bunch of social media posts on Facebook and Twitter and writing tweets and doing all that. And very quickly we start realizing how much work that involves and how we take on another big project and our clients start to suffer. And it's a massive, massive sin that we commit and we need to get out of doing, because it's really, really hurting the brand that we're doing. The other part of the sin is sort of the timing. So I'll start just quickly, briefly touch on the timing. Timing is really important when it comes to content marketing. It's absolutely everything. It gives the brand consistency, and it's really, really vital because it allows us, the right timing allows us to get the attention of the audience that we're trying to speak to, and to hold that audience's attention. So it's very, very vital that whenever we're doing any sort of content marketing, we have some sort of content calendar together. Again, I told you, I warned you, I wasn't going to say anything that you haven't heard before in this video. So that's the timing side, but the consistency side is really where we tend to do the most damage if we're not getting it right. And there's a bunch of benefits to getting the consistency right. I'm going to go through those benefits, or some of them. This is just some of them that I've thought of, but there's tons of benefits of being consistent with our content. One of the most important benefits that we get out of being consistent with the content that we create for our clients' brands is it very, very efficiently presents them as an authority in the industry. And vice versa, when we don't remain consistent, it presents them as a bit flaky and as a bit hit and miss, and like, these guys can't even get their blog posts out every week or every month. How are they going to be how am I going to rely on them for my computer IT solutions or something like that? So consistency really does present us as an authority in the industry. Obviously, the more consistent we are, also it will strengthen the brand identity of the brand we're working on, and it'll make us more recognizable because we're continuously getting that brand out there. So the client becomes top of mind when it is time to make a purchase. Very important with consistency, and this is again another place where we tend to, not just with timing, but also we don't remain consistent when it comes to getting the message out there across all platforms. So we tend to like hit out an email marketing campaign and put stuff on Facebook, but we tend to forget that maybe we're neglecting Twitter and maybe Instagram as well, maybe LinkedIn. So there's a lot of work to do. We all know that marketers have a tough job and we have a lot of platforms to communicate on, but it's really vital that if it's appropriate for that brand, that we're making sure that we're getting that content out there onto those platforms. I say if it's appropriate because not all platforms are appropriate for all brands. A children's clown party service might not be appropriate on LinkedIn. Facebook definitely, Instagram maybe 100%, but make the call as per each client that comes along. One of the biggest things that we get right when we get consistency in our content schedule and our content marketing is it does wonders for the other digital marketing strategies that we're undertaking. So particularly I'm referring to SEO here. Google absolutely loves websites that post fresh, authoritative content onto the website regularly. When we slow down, Google tends to think, oh well, these guys they're not really an authority because they're not posting as regularly as they should. So they kind of forget about it. So really, really important that we get that right. And as I said earlier, when we continue to post regularly, we are showing our audience that we can be relied on. We're showing the audience that this brand is somebody that you can trust. They don't just put out good content that's authority and helpful to the question that you've got, but they're doing it all the time. So when you do want to go to renovate your bathroom, or you want to build that new garage or whatever it is, these guys can be relied on to get the job done. That's pretty much it from this for this sin of content marketing. I hope it was helpful to you. If it was, please do share it. And maybe it wasn't relevant to you. Maybe you know someone else in the industry in the digital industry who could benefit from this tip. Please do share it along. Just share the video, comment down below, tag them in the comments or whatever it is, just so that they can get the benefit out of a tip like this as well. Thanks very much for watching. We'll chat to you in the next one.